inherited properties?
Well, on the inherited properties, yeah, I actually had a pretty good one that I probably did I think it was May or April. The guy's mom had died, and she didn't have a will. If you don't have a will, even if you have a will, it's a little tough to get title transferred over to you. You have to get it probated. You have to have money for that. And a lot of people just don't have the resources or just the knowledge to get things like that done. Krista had mentioned, sitting in DMV, helping somebody out get an ID. Well, the guy didn't have an ID, and if you're going to go to a title company and close, you have to have an ID. Kind of didn't even have a ride, but his mom had passed away. Title was still in her name, so I went ahead and helped him out and did an heirship affidavit. Which my title company actually takes care of all that. I just provided that as a alternative to, well, he didn't have a will. So we got title transferred over into his name, and he was behind on taxes, so he was gonna lose the property anyways. So I even, he didn't have an ID, so we got everything cleared up. We got title transferred from him. He was a sole heir. We got title transferred over to him, and then when we were coming to closing, he doesn't have an ID to close. So I took him down to the DMV. I paid for him to get his driver's license. We got that in, and we were able to close. But the property was free and clear, other than the tax lien. I think there was like $15,000 in tax lien, and the city was already suing them. So, suing the estate or the property, and they were going to foreclose on it. So, long story short, I was able to get everything, transferred over to him. Got him his ID, and I bought the property for about $150. So minus the 15 grand in the tax lien, he walked away with a little over $130,000, and he was just going to lose the property. But I reached out to him. I gave him a call and helped him out with the problem that he was having, because he was about ready to move. He thought the city was just going to take his property. So that's one of the things on inherited properties. Just you don't know how to properly transfer title over to the heir. And
How did you find that? Sounds like now in that situation, how did you come upon that?
On that one, I do a lot of direct mail. So I send out these little postcards. So he actually gave me a call, and then I just reached back out to him, and he was like, well, I got this property, but the city. And so it's basically just direct mail on that one. But a lot of other properties, I'll have people, family, friends, just send me addresses on vacant properties that just look like they need some repair. So I have a way to locate and track these people, and just give them a call and say, hey, are you interested in selling? And a lot of these people don't even think that they own the property. So if you don't even think you own the property anymore, and then a guy calls you up like, hey, I can probably get you some cash, that's always nice. They're always really happy about that.
If a home is not distressed, and you mentioned the word distressed, if it's an okay housing, it doesn't really need much to sell, is there any room, for your work in that, or are you really more focused on the homes that would take too much to get up to enough to sell them?
No, I buy properties in all types of conditions. Really, what you need is a motivated seller. And what I mean by that is just somebody who's motivated to sell the property fast for whatever reason. A lot of properties I run into where couples are getting divorced, they just need to get rid of the property to pay off the other spouse or whatnot. And or there's even a lot of people that just don't like a ton of people walking in and out of their houses. So they'd rather settle with people like me because we make it easy. I go in there, I take a look, I make an offer, based on condition and what I can resell it for, and it's either a yes or a no. If a property's in really good condition and they want closer to market value, like I said, I'll pay whatever the property is worth. So if it's really nice and it's closer to retail, then those properties I'll buy them and I'll keep them as rental, and in the long term, it still works out for me. It just really depends on the situation, but yeah, it can be a nice house, a new construction, or it could be a house that's ready to get demoed. It doesn't really matter. It's just if somebody's wanting to sell it and motivated to sell it, then I can work with them. It doesn't matter if it needs work or not.